We are Makilala TV, the first Filipino-American TV talk show in the New York metro area. Get to know us as we talk to the community leaders, innovators, advocates, and emerging artists who affect Filipino-American life.
Hi, my name is Cristina Pastor. Welcome to Makilala. The Philippine-American Friendship Committee, Inc. is getting a new name, the Philippine-American Friendship Community, Inc. One word difference, but it gives a whole new meaning to the direction and focus of this almost 30-year-old organization. I like the folksy way PAFCOM came to be. It started as weekend basketball games in the bumpy streets of Jersey City. Neighbor versus neighbor, school versus school, Filipinos and non-Filipinos playing together in the spirit of camaraderie and togetherness. The pioneer founders thought of gathering all of them into an organization that would help integrate Filipinos with other ethnic groups and familiarize them with the American way of life. Over time, that spirit would be challenged by leadership, ambition, and other issues, but PAFCOM to this day has remained steadfast in assisting vulnerable sectors of the community, the elderly, the veterans, Filipinos with very little means, the undocumented immigrants. Rachelle, Jen, and I are honored to welcome the PAFCOM leadership to Makilala. We have today President-elect Helen Castillo, who will be in charge in 2020, and Chairman of the Board, Dr. Connie Uy, who is a retired pediatric nephrologist. Ladies, welcome to Makilala and thanks for coming down to the show. They will help us understand what PAFCOM is about and why after 30 years, a rebranding is necessary moving forward. Doc Connie, hi.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about PAFCOM and what are your objectives for Filipinos in New Jersey?
Thank you, Gren. I think Cristina.
Yeah.
PAFCOM has been, as you said, has been here for almost 30 years. And it has sustained a lot of struggles, as usual with other organizations. But we are here to survive. We have the new PAFCOM since 5 years ago when I started my chairmanship. There was a restructuring of the organization, and I can tell you that later on if you want to have some history about that.
History, yeah.
But there is now a different PAFCOM. It still has the same missions as it was founded by our forefathers in 1990. It still fosters relationship with our community to have a better life of the Phil-Ams in Jersey City, as well as the other ethnic groups, not just exclusively the Philippine Americans. Number two, it also would like to have socioeconomic advancement, educational plans for our kababayans, and we have plans and programs, events that will focus onto that. And the last point, which is really to preserve our culture heritage. And that is really the main focus of our event, which is done every year, the annual parade and festival, which is held every fourth Sunday of June. And here you get a lot of different participation, not just from Jersey City, but other organizations from other parts of the state and other states as well. We have people coming from Connecticut, sometimes even as far as Philadelphia, sometimes even as far as Virginia and Maryland.
Let's ask Helen why a change of name is important at this point.
During our,
From committee to community.
we've been doing a board retreat every year, and this has been discussed by our facilitator. He's like, why is it committee? It seems like it's very small, you're under a big organization. So let's brainstorm to have a different, probably different name for PAFCOM.
You have really grown. You have really grown over the years. Yeah.
But still have the PAFCOM, because we are known as PAFCOM. And people sometimes don't know what is the meaning of PAFCOM, right?
Yeah.
So to have that acronym, still that acronym, we thought of different names: community, commission, like other names, Tita Connie. And then it was only like this year that we decided like to change it like to community.
It's a community, yeah.
Because we focus on the community anyway, like what we can do for the community, what the
right.
community does. So
If I can just interject, this really evolved in our retreat in 2016. So it took us about 3 years to really accomplish this goal. And with the facilitator telling us there needs to be a focus on the younger generation, the millennium. And if I can quote what was his summary report during that retreat, youth do not want to join committees. Perhaps changing the C to community would not only help focus our mission, but also make the organization more attractive, because we are an aging organization in terms of the officers and the leaders. So millennials are most definitely looking for community. They want to live and work in the same area and spend time with others in their generation, whether that is students or young parents. That's the challenge of PAFCOM.
Are you getting that? Are you getting the young people
We
to
are
join?
almost trying to really get a lot of our programs and events geared to them, so that our future is really them.
Are you just centered in Jersey City, or do you reach out to other communities in New Jersey?
we reach out to other communities in New Jersey particularly. We have like members from New York. Actually, we have a lot of members from New York,
Connecticut.
and Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and Connecticut. So
Because I live in New Jersey, but was Central Jersey, and I've been in Jersey for like 30 years. And in my area, we've never heard of PAFCOM until I joined
the community.
the community. But how do you reach out? Because or all the activities based in Jersey City, is that why it's more geared to people in Jersey City as opposed to like Union County or Middlesex County?
I think
stuff
you're
like
very
that.
correct, Jen. We really have not outreach in terms of our visibility in those areas. What we do is that we advertise what we do, but most of the focus is held in Jersey City.
Okay.
So that's probably why you really have not heard about
Right.
PAFCOM. So maybe that's one thing that we can address later on in our strategic planning. But in terms of reaching out to other Filipinos in other neighborhoods, there are so many avenues that we have done that. Number one, we do a lot of networking, and just a prime example, that General Assembly that was held in the Philippine Consulate.
Yeah, we were
There
there.
were a lot of organizations there, and we try to talk to them about PAFCOM, and we tell them what we do. Number two, we have a very active social media dissemination of information, the website, the articles that our PRO submit to the local newspapers and to fill
So
Can
now,
some-
for
Go ahead, Jen. Rachelle.
Helen, as president-elect, how do you plan to sustain PAFCOM? Like, what are your specific strategies to introduce the youth to come in? Because I know Dr. Connie, you mentioned that you're gonna include youth and have programming targeted towards youth. But how are you gonna actually get them to lead?
This is like the difference, because a lot of millennials, a lot of young people like you guys are
Why did you look at me?
you want something different.
She's in
Like-
the Generation X, I
Yes.
think.
You want something different, like different from what our generation does. Before we used like to do just parties, dinner, dances, and
Socials, yeah.
yes, and
There's still a lot of that. Right?
Yes, we still do that. But like millennials like community service. You like to give back to the
Yeah.
community. So that's what we do. We have like for like probably 3 times a year, we have free health screenings that it's based in Jersey City. There's also like a reason why it's based in Jersey City, because our grant comes from the city of Jersey City.
Oh, okay.
So we have a grant that is focused on the residents of Jersey City. So we start like our Zumba. We have yoga and line dancing, and it's free.
Yeah.
It's free for everyone, and we do it like twice.
Can somebody tell us, our viewers, what is a profile of the Filipinos in New Jersey? How are they different from the Filipinos in New York, for example? Are they, in terms of income, in terms of property ownership, maybe, in terms of I don't know,
How many Filipinos are there in Jersey City?
in New Jersey or
Oh,
Jersey
in New
City?
Jer- Well,
Well, if I tell you that the total population of Jersey City is about 245,000,
Oh, wow.
and the
Filipinos.
total population of Jersey City.
Oh, of
It
Jersey
is a
City.
little bit old because they don't have yet the newest
Right. Yeah.
census.
That's
How many
And
Fili-
6.6% of that, which which if we round it up would be about 15 to 20,000 Filipinos just in Jersey City.
Okay. Wow.
And that's the highest area or county or city in the state of New Jersey that has the Filipinos.
The
Yeah,
highest
because Jen and
concentration.
Cranford are only 3, right?
it's growing.
Three.
I think they're
That's
now
why I
7
think-
because of my kids.
That's why I think it's in Jersey City that we have the first elected official.
That's right. That's right.
But you're asking about the differences between Filipinos in New
Give us a
Jersey?
general profile. The Filipinos of New Jersey are they better educated? Do they have higher income?
You're causing trouble.
They are.
So it's been published, and I really have that in our the video that we
okay.
produced with you regarding browning the
Brown by the river.
Brown
brown by the river.
Yeah, that's
And I also picked up the 2010 census, and right now I can't find in my mind,
Yeah.
so many things in my mind, what's the exact, but definitely there is the highly educated, more educated than the other ethnic groups in Jersey City. They're working or they're
What
wages.
in what professions are they?
Oh, that they did not break down.
Okay.
Okay.
Jersey City has changed. When I used to live there 35 years ago for 2 years, it was,
Oh.
and then I went back there recently. It was totally different.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys
Different how, Jen?
like even the structure,
landscape,
the landscape, the people, and the events that are being held in Jersey City.
And the
It's-
restaurants.
The
and
re- yeah.
After, it's after actually the 9/11 that Jersey City because after the 9/11, a lot of New Yorkers moved to Jersey City.
Right.
Wow.
Yes. That's why we have like 12 buildings now. We have like a lot of apartment buildings, condominiums is being like.
That's like I think they say Jersey City is like a suburb of Manhattan. My question that I also have, not a long one, is that aside from the parade, what other initiatives of the health that are not as popular as the parade that you want people like us to participate or to be involved with?
Helen is not just the president-elect, but she was in charge of we made a committee called Projects Coordinating Committee so that it will just be centralized. So if you want to take that call.
Yes, the thing is, before, when I first joined PAFCOM, I was like, what do you do? Just a parade and festival, like every year? I think that's not like really good. And then it evolved that we started like writing grants. And for some reason, the first time we wrote grants, we were like given the grant.
Really?
Were you
That-
the first organization that got organized in Jersey City?
No,
No,
no.
okay.
There's a lot of Filipino organization that is much older than us. But it's us who's like really, if you Google Filipino organization, like in the whole US, it will be PAFCOM. That will like come out.
I feel like that is so interesting that you mentioned like grant writing. I feel like that is a huge skill that the Filipino community is lacking in, and which results with organizations not being able to sustain themselves after a year or 2 years because they don't have funding. They can't.
And they
fund their
rely
projects.
on like fundraising, like
Yes.
dinner dances.
Yeah, they
and
rely on
everything.
that. So how
So-
did you get these writers? How can we get them to our other organizations?
Actually, it was also during the time of Mayor Cunningham of Jersey City that he encouraged that. And we started with the Community Development Block Grant. And it's just unfortunate that a lot of Filipinos in Jersey City, we pay our taxes, we pay our dues, but we don't get back from what we pay. So the Community Development Block Grant, like we we got like a grant writer, okay, like write us a grant, and through
you got
Mayor
the grant.
Cunningham, we got it.
And it's just a matter of renewing them every year.
Yes, the community development block grant is renewed every year.
You mentioned, although you did not name him, you mentioned in passing Rolando Labarro, who is the highest ranking Filipino in Jersey City, right?
Yes.
So are Filipinos represented in the local, in the state level, politically?
In
Do we
the
have
local,
political-
in Jersey City, I think it is, but in
in
the
other parts of
state,
New Jersey,
There
are
is-
we?
we have
We
like
have
some,
one.
like Arvin Amatorio is in Bergenfield.
In Bergenfield, yeah.
And
John Wong.
John Wong in
In Mawa.
Jonathan
in
Wong.
Mawa,
Yeah.
Jonathan
Jonathan.
Wong.
So those are the
Jonathan Wong.
3 Filipinos that we have.
There's another one
In
in
Central Jersey.
yeah, in Central Jersey.
Oh, okay.
There's another one in Central Jersey, and I don't know. There's like one who is, it's not known, but there's a Phil Mayor, and he's a doctor
Oh.
in New Jersey, but a very small town.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
We used to
And-
have a mayor, Mayor Rivas.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
yeah.
but that was a long time ago.
But Mayor Rivas was in Bergen also.
Bergen
right?
County,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Well, you said earlier the grant was community development. So what community development initiatives did PAFCOM have to do to continue having the grant?
Actually, it was like the first grant was like written for seniors,
Okay.
because that's the one that has
That's
like
important. Yeah.
a lot of supposedly that's the focus of community development grant for the seniors. So we started as like a grant for seniors for their health awareness. So we have there's like senior citizen housing in Jersey City that mostly the residents are probably 80% seniors.
Tell
And
us,
we
tell
use
us
them.
about your parades. They are not very controversial. How do you explain that?
Well, the parade, as I said, is not Independence
It's not
Day.
an Independence Day.
It's the Philippine-American Friendship Day.
That's why you hold it in.
And the
Is it in
fourth-
July?
No, the fourth Sunday of
June.
Of June.
Fourth Sunday of
Okay.
June.
Actually, it should be really July 4th if you look at the genesis
Yeah.
of the Philippine
That's right.
American Friendship. But we would like to just concentrate June because of all the other Independence
That's
Day
right,
parades
that's
in the different locales. So, what is so different about it?
Yeah. Why is there no whiff of scandal?
No drama.
No drama around your parades.
Because we plan to have the preparation is done by committees, and it's presented to the board, who approves the details.
Okay.
And there's budget submitted from the different subcommittees, and you cannot go over that unless you have the money. So there will be no problem later on
Right.
at the end of the year, right? At the same time, there's always a pre and post event analysis and evaluation.
So you audit
We
every
al-
single penny.
Yes, and not just for the financial report, but the actual performance.
Oh.
You know, what did we do wrong? Why was the mic not so loud? Where did, all of those little
that's so
things.
helpful.
So we have a post and event analysis, and then the board discuss that, and we try to improve for the next year.
Yeah.
So, and I think the best thing that happened is the succession, as you said about the president-elect being there.
Yeah.
Because in the past there was no president-elect. In the past there was no board. It was everything is done by the president.
Oh, that's a great idea. I just don't
Okay.
agree that that's why you
All
have
right.
the president-elect the same, like the
Yeah,
year
so
before.
the
actually
president-elect can really plan the year before
Right.
everything that he or she wants
start.
to
So
do
passing the torch will be
this
easier,
year.
It's like a dry run. Right?
smoother,
Yes.
further
Yeah. Compared
transition.
before,
Leadership,
when
right?
the election is done in October and you take care over
And
in
they should do that in
January.
every organization.
Yeah.
I think
It-
some
it's-
organizations do that, but not
Yes.
a lot. No.
Yes.
But even your elections aren't, controversial.
Is it just because it's just like a smaller group compared to other
No,
groups
they're
that
big.
are controversial?
PAFCOM is big,
Actually,
How many members?
right?
in compared to New York, they think that we are small. But the thing is, like, also the reason why we're not controversial is our parade and festival is subsidized by the city and also by the county, Hudson County. So we have like to abide by their
Right.
rules.
So they make you accountable in a
Yes.
way. Okay.
Yes, all the permits are like submitted to them ahead of time. Everything is like, it's everything.
That's true for all parades, I think. You have to get permits from their
Yeah,
government.
but then the thing is, like in New York, they are not subsidized financially by the city of
They have
New
to
York.
raise funds.
Yeah, but we don't really
But we
get
don't,
that much.
we don't get like money per se. But for example, we don't pay the police in Jersey City. We don't pay for the park. We don't pay for
that's the less
like the
expensive.
stage and you know.
But you are a non-profit, right? PAFCOM
We
is
are a
non-profit.
non-profit.
Right.
501c3.
501c3.
You mentioned that
to
there was
throw out, sorry,
Yeah.
'cause, go ahead. You do it.
no. So you've been for almost 30 years, PAFCOM.
Yeah.
What is the thing that you are most proud of since you've started?
The parade is definitely one.
Mhm.
Number two is the availability of resources that we can offer to our kababayans in Jersey City and whoever wants to get our services. And number three, there's the camaraderie, the hardworking volunteers, the very dedicated people, and I think the leadership.
And I think
Yeah.
we are proud of, since like Dr. Uy came on board.
We heard
we're
about
like,
that, yeah.
We are like every year we file for our income tax return. So not a lot
Wow,
of
yeah.
organizations do
Do
that.
that, yeah.
We
That's
have
right.
like an accountant that does that, and our income tax return is published in our
You should
website.
definitely do like a gold standard handbook for all organizations.
Yeah.
Like best techniques, just to share
Best
your
practices.
best
Best
practices.
practices, yeah.
Really, you
I know,
should.
I think so, especially you turning 30 next year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
It would
think
be a
that will be a
great-
gift you can give to the
a
community.
big
is
gift.
to-
Yeah.
Doc Connie, what are the biggest issues? And I'm asking the question quick because we're given only 3 minutes. What are the biggest issues facing Filipinos in New Jersey?
Representation in the local and city government, I think, will be appreciated. And it's as you heard, we have 15 to 20,000 Filipinos. They have all their needs that needs to be heard. Number two, I would think that we need to help our young generation go to whatever ambitions they want. I would like to offer seminars for the high schoolers so that they can be given advice how to apply for colleges.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
How to apply for scholarships,
Scholarships
how
and
to
all.
apply for grants. But the thing is also, this is what I see in like the Filipinos, like the Phil-Ams. They are very complacent. They don't, if they have jobs, if they have like roofs on top of their head, they're okay.
They're happy.
They are happy. They don't go out of their shell. Like, what is this? Will my children or will my grandchildren have this?
That's right. Thanks
Like
so
in the
much,
future.
Helen. I have to cut you. This is the part that I hate most about about the show. Anyway, thanks so much, Doc Connie, Helen, for an enlightening discussion. It's always never enough time. Before you go, we have guest performers who will be singing an original composition by Cecil Azarcon. They are from New Jersey. Suzanne, Lansangan-Sabangan, and Hermie are the talented vocalists behind Sounds of Manila. They will have a concert with VST and company called Awitin Mo Isasayaw Ko on June 15 at the Baruch Performing Arts Center. Let's welcome Sounds of Manila to sing All My Tomorrows.
All my tomorrows, I wanna spend with you. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I know I wanna share my whole life with you.
All of my life, I've waited so long. You are the one. I know I can't be wrong. You are the love of my life. I want to spend all my tomorrows with you.
What are the chances of two people meeting and falling in love? What are the chances of two hearts beating, beating as one?
You can fight it, resist it, deny it, but the heart always wins. And I know, yes I know, I want to spend all my tomorrows with you.
All my tomorrows, I want to spend with you. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I know I want to share my whole life with you.
All of my life, I've waited so long. You are the one. I know I can't be wrong. You are the love of my life. I want to spend all my tomorrows with you.
I must confess that it's been so long since I felt this way. I've almost forgotten such a beautiful feeling. I'm floating on air.
I tried to fight it, resisted, deny it, saying this can't be real. But the more that I do, I'm falling more